The ship is completely deserted. I guess Dad, or Kid as he now considers himself, is in his cabin to the stern of the ship. It's an old cannon. It will be more than 300 years old, at least as old as the adventure galley. I don't want to shoot a cannon. From here, you can access the rooms below deck. It's one of the galley's cannons. It's a cannon from the 17th century. Even if I wanted to, I couldn't use it. It hasn't got a wick. It's the door to the captain's cabin. Dad should be in there.
What's happening now? I hope it's something important.
Captain, can you tell me your story?
Is this the reason you embarked?
I hoped to understand how you ended up here, Dad.
I have no time to get angry now. Go back to your duties. You can hear my story from the other members of the crew.
There are rats inside the magazine.
That's the reason you've been brought on, deckhand. Try to earn your daily rations. Anything else?
Someone stole the last barrel of grog.
What? This is really serious. But the quartermaster can take care of it. Anyway, no less than 100 lashes with the cat o' nine tails for the guilty party. Stealing the grog. The nerve. Anything else?
Sorry, Captain. I'll leave you to your business.
Good. Go back to your duties, deckhand.
If I'm not mistaken, on pirate ships this was the cabin for illustrious guests, or for hostages of a certain status. It's an old hat. I guess it belonged to some illustrious guest who lodged here. I don't know if his stay was willing or not. An old three-cornered hat. I think it belonged to some captain, or someone from the upper class anyway. These are books on dressmaking in the 1600s. Evidently, Kid cared about being up to date on the evolution of European costumes. Or some guest left them during his holiday on the adventure galley. These are books on dressmaking in the 1600s. Evidently, Kid cared about being up to date on the evolution of European costumes. Or some guest left them during his holiday on the adventure galley. It doesn't strike me as the best time to start reading treatises on 17th century fashion. Clothes from the end of the 1600s. Their fabrics are very fine. The guests of this room were treated with a certain care. Some well-preserved clothes. Some boards became ruined over time, creating a crack that shows the cabin below. It should be the captain's cabin. They look like nautical charts, probably routes of the adventure galley. Life on the Seas, Rules and Tasks on Board a Ship, by William Kidd. It seems Kidd was writing a treatise. Interesting. Don Quixote de la Mancha. It's one of the first editions. Dad looks busy. He completely got into the role. Dad is seated at the captain's desk. There's a strange smell coming from the cabin. I can't take it. I can't reach it. I can't take them. I think they can be used in a more... It doesn't strike me as the best time to start reading treatises on 17th century fashion. It looks like a voodoo doll. Some prankster guest of kid must have left it here after his stay. Better not touch it. I wouldn't want its curse to remain active on some descendant of the represented person. It looks like a voodoo doll. Some prankster guest of kid must have left it here after his stay. Better not touch it. I wouldn't want its curse to remain active on some descendant of the represented person. A three-cornered hat. Usually they were worn by people of a certain rank. Clothes from the end of the 600. Their fabric is very good. They were probably used only for the important guests of the ship, not for the crew. It's a relatively new cannon. Probably after the last battle, Kid replaced the cannons that weren't working anymore. Better not. The ship is docked on this side. There's a risk that the shot could ricochet and cause damage. I can see the cave in which the ship is docked. It would be better to use the stairs. It's a wooden mannequin. It would lend a touch of class, but it would be nice if someone saw it. This doesn't seem like the right place. According to a chronicle of the period, these wooden mannequins were used to make the crew size appear larger. The fear factor and the number of armed men visible was usually enough to win a battle without even fighting. Somebody carved the name they gave to this mannequin in the wood. Jimbo. I'd only risk ruining it this way. I have to find a better use for them. There's a second level. It's an old sword. I guess it's seen many battles. This old sword could come in handy. Maybe I can learn how to handle it. If I'm not mistaken, near my house they just opened a school. The Swordmaster. That should guarantee success. Yuck. The hilt is all sticky. Time must have corroded the handle's material. An old sword. The hilt is sticky. Over time, the fibers from which it was composed must have deteriorated. It's a wooden mannequin. There's an inscription. Jimbo. They used it, together with other mannequins, to make the crew size look its largest. When it was opened, the cannon could shoot. Why on earth should I leave through this hole? It's one of the oldest cannons on the ship. It has probably never been replaced. You can tell by the notches engraved on it. Every notch shows a battle in which it was shot. 8 notches, so 8 battles. An interesting tidbit of information. I guess it's still armed and ready to fire. This cannon is ready to shoot. I should have a valid reason to do that. It's surely the door that leads to the hold. It's locked. Who knows for how long? I have to find the key to enter. I could ask the captain if he knows where I can find it. It has lots of uses, but not this one. It's locked. If, as I suppose, this is the door to the hold, they have surely reinforced it. I obviously need the key to enter. I could ask the captain if he knows where I can find it.
What's happening now? I hope it's something important.
I'll need the key to access the hold.
You still aren't an official member of the crew. You must earn this honor. Every new member must get to know the ship and gain the trust of the rest of the crew.
I think I already saw everything and talked with everyone.
Let's see if this is true of you. Answer these 3 simple questions. First, name at least one member of the crew, except the captain, that you met on board.
Jimbo.
Second question, according to which code have the rules of life on board been drafted?
Life on the Seas by Kid.
Third and last question, how many battles have we faced until today?
8.
Well done. You have the honor of becoming one of Kid's pirates. Among us, there's a pact of mutual friendship and loyalty. You deserve the key to access the hold.
Thanks, Captain. I'm honored to be part of your crew. Sorry, Captain. I'll leave you to your business.
Good. Go back to your duties, deckhand.
It's the key Dad gave me to open the hold. Perfect. Wow! The legends were true. This is the result of years of piracy in all the seas of the world. A golden mask. It seems of European origin. It's a mask. It doesn't seem to come from the Americas. I think it's the loot plundered from the assault on some ship coming from Europe. Coins and jewels of various kinds. There are also vases with sublime finishes. The temptation to examine or take some of those coins is strong, but Dad takes precedence over everything. First, I have to take care of him, and then together we'll study the galley and its treasure. They will surely be full of doubloons or jewels, but now I have other priorities. Crates and coffers. They will surely be full of jewels and gold. Coffee beans. Kid and his crew knew their value very well. I'm not interested in taking these coffee beans. I'm already wide awake, especially after finding my dad. It probably contains vanilla or cardamom. They were worth a lot of money on the European market. It surely contains some spices. They were very precious goods. I don't need it now. Doubloons and other coins. Surely the bounty from a raid of some ship headed from the Americas to Europe. I'm not interested in taking these coffee beans. I'm already wide awake, especially after finding my dad. It's a golden mask. It's of European origin, probably the loot from some raid. It won't be useful like this. This cannon is ready to shoot. I should have a valid reason to do that. It won't be useful like this. It's not helpful to me like this. Dad is seated at the captain's desk. There's a strange smell coming from the cabin. I'm not an arsonist. It's not helpful to me like this. I'd only risk ruining it this way. That is not its purpose. It won't be useful like this. That is not its purpose. It's useless here. It's not helpful to me like this. I should have a very valid reason to do something like that. When it was opened, the cannon could shoot. When it was opened, the cannon could shoot. It's not helpful to me like this. Better not. It could still come in handy. I think they can be used in a more useful way. Better not. There are important clues. I don't want to ruin it. It's the only clue I have to the disappearance of my father. That is not its purpose. I'd only risk ruining it this way.
What's happening now? I hope it's something important.
Sorry, Captain. I'll leave you to your business.
Good. Go back to your duties, deckhand.